Juan-o's world.
My baby mama trippin', she been going through my phone. Tired of me cheating, I can't leave these hoes alone. Hella pics, hella tips on my cash app. What up, though, y'all? How y'all living? Man, I know a lot of y'all seen this Cam and AB thing, and let's just check it out. What happened?
If your friend comes to your house and he keeps flirting with your 23-year-old sister after you ask him, stop flirting with my 23-year-old sister, and he doesn't listen, you gotta get out of my house. What?
That's true. That's true. That's true. But the thing about that is, if your friend is a horn dog that messes with everybody else's sister, why would you expect him to be different when it comes to being around your sister? My thing with that is, as a grown man, if I know your character and I decide to be friends with you, then that means I know what come along with that. I have friends that are horn dogs. I don't bring them around the women in my family. But for me to bring a horn dog around women and expect him to not be a horn dog is bold business on my behalf, because I knew better. Let's start there. A lot of these problems we get into wouldn't even exist if we all relied on knowing better. But let's go.
I don't talk to you. I just needed you for entertainment for the show. Fucking junkie. Yeah, man. My God.
Oh, you're up.
Now, that's where it gets funny at. This where I had a problem at. Because it's like, y'all use this dude. Y'all used him. Cam ain't from Ohio, but he spent a lot of time in Ohio. He know what's going on in Ohio. I'm in Michigan. I know what's going on with AB. We know AB got some demons. Now, to the outside public, it looked like AB got a drunk problem, hitting that bottle way too hard. Seemed like he got a self-control problem and a few other things. But when you label him a junkie, that puts a whole nother connotation on him. As a matter of fact, that alleviates and relieves him of any opportunities that he might have had on the table at that point. And let me explain something to you. When you hear somebody from the ghetto call another person a junkie, understand they're talking about the lowest rung of drug users. Probably an opioid user. A junkie is worse than a crackhead, is worse than a dope fiend, is worse than a smoker. You know what I'm saying? It's worse than somebody that gets high. Somebody that gets high is probably like the top line of drug user. But a junkie, that's the stagecoach robber of drug users. You know what I'm saying? And you said this on one of the biggest sports shows it is. So if somebody was thinking about messing with AB, you just killed that. But you said that was your friend.
Good. 5, 4, 3, 2. Welcome back. Now let's get into our underdog picks of the day on Thursday.
And then I gotta wonder, was AB serious? Like, Stat Baby, she's all right. I'm not really a skinny mini chaser, but to me right now, the finest skinny mini in the game, dark skinned skinny mini, is Lauren LaRosa. Stat Baby look like she got ugly toes. You know what I'm saying? I'm not judging, but she do. So, maybe he really was on her. Maybe he was just joshing. Maybe he was high. Maybe a lot of things. But Cam and them to not have the wherewithal to not put him in that situation is even crazier to me. He wasn't scheduled to be on the show. And he was already drunk. That y'all saw.
What's good, everybody? I just wanted to talk about the AB shit real quick. You know, I didn't even address it yesterday, anything like that. But I just wanted to put some context to what happened. Because I see a few people like, yo, Kim, how you love it? How you say you loved it? And kicked it out. Look, I didn't just meet AB that day. I know AB for some years, and I consider him.
Loving somebody do not mean you can't kick them out. That's a fact. We gon'
Friend, to be totally honest with you, not the friend that you be like, yo, let's get some bitches, yo, let's get this money. Nah, one of them friends where you be like, yo, how you doing? When we bump into each other with mutual respect, and we got some mutual friends in Ohio. So that's first and foremost. And when I seen him walking through the casino, I said, yo, hey, come on the show. It wasn't like he was booked to come on the show or anything.
How you call your friend a junkie? Somebody, the type of friend that you check on to make sure they okay. Why would you call him a junkie? Because chances is he's not okay. And if you cared that he was okay, why would you on one of the biggest shows on the internet call him a junkie? Now that's that double talk bull. You know what I'm saying? And like you just said, he was walking through the casino. He wasn't even supposed to be on the show. Y'all seen him having a good time, brought him in there. He was already on bullshit time. He wasn't on interview time. Imagine somebody pulling you out the titty bar and say, let's talk sports. You might be not the same.
Like that. When he came on the show, and I see he was a little tipsy, but he was definitely coherent. If you watch that whole episode,
you sure he was coherent? Because he had a lot of pausing in his speeches in between y'all asking him questions and him responding. You know, and then I don't think Adrian Bronner is punchy, but he was kind of seeming like he was punchy. But hey, let's go.
Very witty, very funny, quick on his feet. I think he has a great career in television. If he doesn't decide more, I think he's very funny, witty, etc.
He would have had a greater career in television if you didn't call him a junkie publicly like you did. That was horrible. That was a horrible thing to do, Cam. That was kind of tasteless. And then I don't know, man. I feel like this was usury at its worst. And I'm about to show you why I feel like this was usury. Stay tuned.
Yeah. That's what's up. Where do you see the welterweight division right now? Because nobody's fighting each other. You know,
I fought everybody.
Yeah, you did. That's why we think about you, Abel.
Now, see, this is also why I feel like it's a setup. Just listen to what Cam tells this guy and watch what happens immediately after.
Getting to you after the answer this question, but we'll do that now. To me, you had everything.
Yeah.
I remember because the first time I seen you, Floyd was in jail. You came out with the Floyd shit. Dancing, very entertaining. A lot of people don't know that.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, bro. You gonna hype a nigga up. I like you.
Yeah, listen, I'm a fan.
I like you, bro.
Yeah, listen.
Hey.
Now, anybody that's ever been around people that get high, when you hear that statement, that mean they on their best conservative routine, and you telling them it's okay to be themselves. Let's just point that out.
Hey, Mace, I might like him better than you.
Nah, you don't like it.
Hey, Mace, my bad, Mace. Hey, that nigga gonna hype a nigga up, man.
Nah,
He warning him. He talked to the pastor. Mace, I'm respecting the godly, but he gonna hype a nigga up to be who I am. He making it okay. And this is why I say it's a setup.
but Mason as well. But not only I'm a fan of boxing, I'm still a fan of yours. But I'm just saying, my first time seeing you, you had the free Floyd Mayweather shirt on. You was coming out dancing. Not only dancing, you was fucking niggas up. And
for sure.
And a lot of people, what I really liked about you is that you know how to talk. A lot of people can talk, but they can't fight. A lot of people can fight, but they can't talk. I love the slogan, the can man. I like when them niggas used to get mad when you used to do your interviews after the fight, and they be like, don't say this. Nigga, we on cable. What the fuck you mean don't say this? We gonna say what the fuck we want to say.
Yeah.
And this is exactly why it's Cam's fault. You just acknowledge that he was the type of person that was going to say whatever, no matter what. And then you tell him how you specifically appreciated that. And watch what he do after you make that statement.
Because it's cable. I mean, we can say what the fuck we want to say. It's just like the show. We can say what the fuck we want to say.
Exactly.
Correlation.
100%.
He's a ding ding ding.
When I see you taking off some time,
I'm mesmerized by style.
this nigga here, bro.
I did not know you looked that good in person.
Now, when you put that together, now I ain't do no cuts and edits. This is the show they put out. You can't tell me Cam didn't set that up. You can't tell me Cam didn't egg that on. You can't tell me the boy wasn't trying to be the best version of himself before Cam acknowledged the worst version of himself as the part he likes the most. Then you pointed out, y'all was on cable, you could cuss. He agreed. He said, yeah, same as on this show. And then he proceeds to be the horn dog he is. Which I'm not saying it's okay to be such a horn dog around the women. But he went right into being a horn dog. Mesmerized by Stat. Stat is cool. You know what I'm saying? Stat's cool. She's, you know, I would like all of these women, I would like to see what they look like without the lashes and the makeup and the weave. You know what I'm saying? My favorite skinny mini right now is Lauren LaRosa. I'm not a skinny chaser. But you know, that's the Slim Goody that got my attention. Stat baby, I don't know. She looked like she might got ugly toes. You know what I'm saying? Juan-o don't fuck with the ugly toes. But she's an attractive young lady. I gotta give her just delights. But you set this up, Cam. I'm sure you set this up to make it look like you got more integrity than you do. But to me, your integrity was out the window when you encouraged this man's bad behavior. Know he's a horn dog and bring him around an attractive lady. Caught him off guard by trying to interview him while he's in the casino enjoying himself. You know he already tipsy. And then for you to call him a junkie, that means you knew he was a junkie before you set him down, but you put him in that situation. But you say he your friend, but you let the world know he a junkie. Everybody else just thought AB was an alcoholic. Everybody else just thought AB was a fool or an asshole. But when you put junkie in there, that's a whole nother situation. It's going to be hard for him to get a analyst job or a fight. Not a Cam, a fellow Ohioan, said he was a junkie. And Cam, you kind of looking like you used Ohio because I'm a Michigan nigga. You know, Ohio and Michigan got their problems. But even I know, Ohio people don't take kindly to being dissed by other Ohio people publicly. White, black, Native American, indifferent, that's an Ohio standard. If you want to say something bad about Ohio or an Ohio representative, you better be in Ohio when you do it. Cam violated in a major way. They let you in. They made you his family. AB like all they got right now. And he done failed hard. His city failed hard. Him being on your show might have been the best look ever if you didn't use it to ridicule the man. You know what I'm saying? And then I wonder, would you have been so froggish with him before his downfall? Because I don't think so. I don't think you would have played with him like that with money. I don't think you would have played with him like, yeah, we could talk outside. You come on now, man. Come on now. You used him for a come up, dog. You used him for a come up. We out, and you ain't a come up. You ain't even need. But like you said, you just wanted him for entertainment, and you got that. So let's not act like what you did was so integral. You know what I'm saying? What you did was some bullshit. Because before he even got to coming at Stat Baby, you had already did some non-honorable shit. We out. I like the show though, but I ain't like this. I ain't no hater, but I can keep it honest. We out.